Opinion from Soil to Sovereignty. India's farm frontier. For us, the welfare of our farmers is of the highest priority. Bharat will never compromise on the interests of its farmers, livestock rearers, and fishermen. And I am fully aware that I may have to pay a very heavy price personally, but I am prepared for it. For the farmers of my country, for the fishermen of my country, for the livestock rearers of my country, Bharat stands ready today, said PM Narendra Modi, in his address, at an event on August 7, 2025, marking the centenary celebrations of M.S. Swaminathan, father of India's Green Revolution. Clearly, among the many things, if there is one thing that PM Modi has always, unflinchingly supported, it is the cause of our farmers. Indian farmers historically faced challenges such as low productivity, inadequate infrastructure, and limited access to credit for the longest time under erstwhile Congress regimes. However, all that changed post-May 2014 when Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister. He prioritized agricultural reforms and farmer welfare, introducing a range of schemes and policies aimed at transforming the sector. These initiatives, encapsulated in the motto Bij se Bazaar Tak from seed to market, have sought to empower farmers, enhance productivity, and bolster the agricultural economy. One of the cornerstones of Modi's agricultural policy has been ensuring financial stability for farmers, addressing the historical issue of debt traps and inadequate income. The Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi Kisan scheme, launched in 2019, has been a game changer in this regard. Under Kisan, eligible farmers receive direct income support of 6,000 rupees annually. As of August 2025, over 3.89 rupees lakh crore has been dispersed to approximately 110 million farmers, providing a crucial safety net for small and marginal farmers who form the backbone of Indian agriculture. Additionally, the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana (PMFBY), introduced in 2016, has revolutionized crop insurance by offering affordable premiums and comprehensive coverage against natural calamities, pests, and diseases, with premiums as low as 2 for Kharif crops, 1.5 for Rabi crops and 5 for horticulture crops. Since its inception in 2016, 78.4 crore applications have been insured, of which 22.667 crore farmers received claims totaling over 1.83 rupees lakh crore. This has mitigated financial risks, enabling farmers to recover from crop losses, particularly in the face of unpredictable weather patterns. Again, the PM Dhan Krishi Yojana targets 100 low-performing agri-districts with an annual outlay of 24,000 rupees crore for 6 years. It aims to enhance productivity, promote crop diversification, improve irrigation and storage, and ensure credit access. The scheme ensures saturation-based convergence of 36 schemes from 11 ministries, benefiting 1.7 crore farmers directly. The Modi government has also increased the minimum support price (MSP) across 23 crops, to ensure farmers receive fair remuneration. These include 7 cereals, 5 pulses, 7 oilseeds, and 4 commercial crops. Since 2018, the MSP for Kharif crops has been set at least 1.5 times the cost of production, guaranteeing at least a 50% profit margin and in some cases even higher. Recognizing the transformative potential of technology, the Modi government has integrated digital and modern solutions into agriculture. The Digital Agriculture Mission, approved in 2024 with an outlay of 2,817 rupees crore, is a flagship initiative that leverages digital public infrastructure to enhance farmers' access to information, markets, and services. This mission includes components like the Agri-Stack, which provides farmers with digital identities. The Krishi Decision Support System uses satellite imagery and data analytics to offer real-time insights on weather, soil health, and crop management. The Soil Health Card scheme, launched in 2015, has been another pivotal step. Over 25 crore soil health cards have been distributed. By curbing the overuse of fertilizers, which previously degraded soil health, the scheme has promoted sustainable farming practices and reduced input costs. Additionally, The introduction of neem-coated urea has enhanced fertilizer efficiency by 1015 and curbed its misuse. The Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchayi Yojana PMKSY, with its motto Har Khate Ko Paani, water to every field, has brought over 60 lakh hectares under irrigation and fast-tracked over 89 dormant irrigation projects. Micro-irrigation systems such as drip and sprinkler irrigation have been expanded to drought-prone areas, reducing water wastage and boosting crop yields. The National Agriculture Market (ENAM), launched in 2016, is a pan-India electronic trading platform. By enabling farmers to sell their produce online, ENAM eliminates intermediaries, ensures transparent pricing. This has improved price realization and reduced exploitation, contributing to higher incomes. Over 1.78 crore farmers, across 1389 mandis, spread over 23 states and 4 union territories, have till date traded agri-produce worth 3.79 rupees lakh crore. Over 2.62 lakhs traders and over 5,000 farmer-producer organizations (FPOs) are also registered on ENAM, facilitating trade and market access for their members. Overall, the number of FPOs in India are in excess of 10,000 today. The Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana PMKSY, with an additional outlay of 6,520 rupees crore approved recently by the Modi cabinet, reduces post-harvest losses. The implementation of the proposed 50 multi-product food irradiation units is expected to create total preservation capacity ranging from 20 to 30 lakh metric tons LMT per annum. The setting up of the proposed 100 NABL accredited food testing laboratories under private sector will lead to the development of advanced infrastructure for testing food samples, thereby ensuring compliance with food safety standards. The establishment of a 10,000 rupees crore corpus for fisheries, aquaculture, and animal husbandry further supports allied agricultural activities. Additionally, the Gram Jyoti Yojana has provided uninterrupted electricity to rural areas by separating agricultural and non-agricultural feeders, boosting productivity in farming and related cottage industries. With climate change posing a significant threat to agriculture, the Modi government has prioritized sustainable and climate-resilient farming practices. The Crop Science for Food and Nutritional Security Initiative, with a 3,979 rupees crore outlay, focuses on developing climate-resilient crop varieties. Over the past decade, over 1,900 new climate-resilient crop varieties, including water-efficient rice and nutrient-rich millets, have been introduced. Women farmers in particular, have benefited from initiatives like Drone Didi, with self-help groups SHGs contributing to rural economic empowerment. The Modi government's push for natural farming has gained traction, with significant budget allocations in 2024 to promote chemical-free agriculture. The promotion of millets, referred to as Shri Anna, has been another success story. Millets, which require minimal water and offer high nutritional value, have been integrated into global markets, with 2023 celebrated as the International Year of Millets. The Paramparaga Krishi Vikas Yojana encourages organic farming, particularly in the northeastern region, supporting exports of organic produce and enhancing farmers' profitability. These efforts align with India's vision of sustainable agriculture and global food security, as articulated by PM Modi's mantras of One Earth, One Family, One Future, and Mission Life. Recognizing the need for skilled and informed farmers, the Modi government has invested in agricultural education and extension services. The Strengthening Agricultural Education, Management, and Social Sciences Initiative, with the Rs 2,291 crore outlay, aims to equip students and researchers with the skills to address modern agricultural challenges. The expansion of Krishi Vigyan Kendras KVKs to over 731 in number has strengthened the Lab-to-Land mission, delivering scientific knowledge. KVKs have conducted over 70,000 training programs covering over 25 lakh farmers in the last few years, providing training, soil testing kits and access to quality seeds through initiatives like Krishi Doc, developed by the Indian Agricultural Research Institute (IARI). The Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana PMKVY has trained over 40 million farmers and rural youth in agricultural skills, fostering entrepreneurship, and improving productivity. Agricultural production has reached stupendous highs, with food grain output touching 279.51 million tons in 201,718. Despite consecutive droughts in 201,415 and 201,516. India has since never looked back. Today we are targeting 354.64 million tons of food grain production in the 202,526 crop year starting July 2025. Already, the country's food grain production has reached a record 330.92 million tons in the Kharif and Rabi seasons of the 202,425 crop year. Remember, 11 years back, the food grain production was barely 260 million tons. Agricultural credit too has expanded from 7.3 rupees lakh crore in 201,314 to 27.5 rupees lakh crore in 2025, making affordable finance accessible to small farmers. The focus on infrastructure, technology, and market access have reduced post-harvest losses, improving price realizations and positioning India as a potential global leader in the food chain. Equally, India under Modi is firm on its stance against importing genetically modified GM crops from the US. The US is pressing India to allow imports of GM crops such as soybean meal and distillers dried grains with solubles DDGS for animal feed and other dairy products. Most countries protect their farmers and agri-markets with high tariff and non-tariff barriers. For instance, average agri-tariffs in South Korea are 57, 31.1 in Norway, 28.5 in Switzerland, 28.3 in Thailand and 23.5 in Iceland. Europe's average rate is in fact higher at 37.5 on dairy products, which can go as high as 261 on fruits and vegetables. Swipe left for next video again. Japan's average tariff of 61.3 on dairy products is way higher than India's. Japan's tariff goes up to 258 on cereals and 160 on meat and vegetables. Similarly, South Korea's average tariff of 57 on agricultural goods can go as high as over 800 on vegetables and more than 300 on fruits. On many dairy and farm goods, India has far lower rates compared to the European Union, Japan, and South Korea. India's average agri-tariff rates on meat, dairy, fruits, and cereals are 33, with many varieties of agri-products actually falling at a much lower band than the stated 33. The maximum tariff rate in India's case is also largely capped at 110 or thereabouts, whereas in the case of the EU, Japan, and South Korea, the upper cap is anywhere between 258 to as much as 800. Clearly, India's average agri-tariffs are much lower than competing counterparts. Hence, for India under PM Modi, to not cave into any bullying from global pressure groups or Western farm lobbies is the right thing to do, and that is precisely what Prime Minister Modi is doing boldly and fearlessly. Modi has always been staunchly guided by the nation first principle, and this time is no different. In fact, nation first is Modi's unwavering ideology that he wears so proudly on behalf of a nation of over 1.42 billion people. Sanjay Verma is an economist, national spokesperson for BJP and best-selling author of The Modi Gambit. Views expressed in the above piece are personal and solely those of the author. They do not necessarily reflect News 18's views. Latest blogs.